Season 2 of the Pat and JT podcast.
Oh man, I'm here at last. The first time, always gonna be the best. Come on!
Exclusively on the Hurrdat Media Network.
All right.
Didn't turn my microphone on. Here I am saying 19 words and nobody could hear me.
It sounded awesome.
Yeah, it sounded so just the music. Just the music. Finally, getting to some text messages, some emails from you guys. Hey, HEY at patandjt.com. You can send any email you want in, or it's Pat and JT. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, slide into those DMs, or you can text us or leave us a voicemail at 402-321. Nope, that's my phone number. 402-403-9478.
See, once again, it used to be in the studio, and we don't have this now. But you would have all those things written down right in front of you, and you think it was so stupid. It's like, you think I can't remember this stuff? There's a reason that they do that.
Yep.
Because you automatically, otherwise you go in autopilot, and you'll give your own address.
Last four of your social, mother's maiden name, just fire it all out there.
Without even thinking, because you're on autopilot, because you've done it so many times. So yeah, we may need to make a little cheat sheet just to kind of put up so you have it right in front of you.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a bad idea.
Real quick, I wanted to start off with saying hi to somebody. I went and got my haircut yesterday, and Lindsay, thank you so much. She's a doll. And apparently last time I was in, when I got done and I left, her next appointment said, "Was that JT?"
Oh, really?
And Lindsay said, "Yes, it was." And she says, "Did you recognize her?" Well, because I had the mask on, right? Uh-huh. Well, no. But she heard us talking, right? And so I just wanted to say hi to Laura and her boyfriend, Joe, who listened to every episode.
Wow. Hi, Laura and Joe.
Thank you very much.
You guys need to find a hobby
And
if you're listening to every episode.
I think we can be their hobby.
That's okay. Fine. No, that's fine.
I'm good with that.
I appreciate that.
But I did want to say hi. And yes, you should have said hello. You should have said hello. So hopefully we'll cross paths again. Feel free.
Perfect. Yeah, please do. All the time.
So I was sitting there getting my eyebrows tinted, and so I look like something out of a Halloween costume.
Because it's always like, when you do it, it's always like super vivid right away until it kind of wears it out a little bit.
Yeah. So yeah.
And it's, I remember, I don't remember, it was years ago, and I saw somebody that had it done, and I know they walked into the office, and I think she was in tears. She's like, "What have I done?" Because it was like, pow.
After she got it done?
Yeah, after she got it done.
When they get it done, you should see it. As you're doing it, it is like so much. I mean, really, and then they take off most of it.
Oh, yeah, it was that. Oh, it was, you know what it was? It was the tattoo. It wasn't the dyed. It was the tattoo where it's like good for 6 months and then it fades away.
Kind of fades.
Yeah, and she walked in and she looked like.
Did she look surprised?
She did, totally.
Like it wasn't the right angle.
Like she looked like somebody just farted all the time. Like her eyes were up. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. So anyway, so I just wanted to say that.
Hello. Thank you for listening to our podcast. So this voicemail, 402-403-9478. This is from Julie, maybe.
Hi, Pat and JT. This is Julie. Pat, you're talking about, in this latest episode that I'm listening to, you are talking about synonyms for awesome. How about spectacular? Have a great day, guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
You were looking for another word to use?
Synonyms for awesome, spectacular. So I was really excited to hear that voicemail because this is what the transcript said it was going to say.
Okay.
Hi, Pat and JT. This is Julie. I'm Pat. You're talking about, in latest episode, I'm listening to about mama for awesome. How about sex? Have a great day, guys. Talk to you later.
I thought I heard the word sex in there, too, because I'm like,
so did Google.
Obviously, I'm not hearing this correctly.
So did our transcription thing. How about sex?
So, instead of awesome, sex.
Boy, that is sex. Oh, my God.
Okay.
So this is a text from Jennifer at 402-403-9478. Pat, I had a friend who had her son with a learner's permit drive her home when she was intoxicated. Sophia drove Beth and I home on Halloween because we had a couple pops. They got pulled over and she got charged with child neglect. Wow.
I
So be
knew
careful.
there was a legal, some kind of legality that went with that because the person, since they're underage or under legal age.
There's an extra sentence on here. She got popped because she had an open container. That's why she got in trouble.
Well, that too. But I think that she still could have gotten in trouble. Open container is a pretty big one now.
Pretty big deal.
Considering what people thought just a mere 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, is because you aren't in control of your faculties. And you're having someone who's under with a permit driving, and the whole reason with the permit is they have to be with a responsible adult.
You're supposed to have a 21-year-old at least responsible adult, not 47-year-old hammered adult laying in the back seat. Big difference. Big difference.
That's where the problem is. Okay.
Okay, so this is from Amber. It says, hey guys, just listening to episode 187 and wanted to give you guys my life hack. If a close friend is moving, I don't even give them a chance to ask for help. This is really smart. I instead immediately offer to pitch in money for movers, and we'll show up with margaritas in hand so we can all sit back and watch the moving magic happen.
That's great.
Basically, I love you guys, and
that's great.
Thank you guys. Thank
Seriously,
you very much, Amber.
if it's a good enough friend that they're going to ask you to come help, and they consider you a good enough friend, because right, you don't just ask anybody to come help, right? Mm-hmm. So you ask people that you truly trust and that you are good friends with. So if they consider you that kind of a friend, and you are that kind of a friend, helping cover the moving expenses, what a great thing to do. It's like a housewarming.
Is trust necessarily? You have to trust somebody, or just you have to? Wouldn't trust somebody. It's just a matter of finding someone that's a sucker enough to say yes, they would help me.
I want to trust them because I don't want to get my crap broken. And I don't want them to make dents in the walls. I want them to give a shit when they're moving my stuff.
That's secondary.
And also because they're going to see all your crap as well.
Yeah.
That's another. It's very revealing.
Would you rather have a friend see all your crap, or randos?
Really good friend, absolutely. And then I've done the movers where they packed everything up.
I've never done that. That would be really hard for me to have other people. I'll pack all day, boxes, and then have people move it. I do not like having people pack me.
I learned a ton about that, because that's when they packed, and they got to the one. It's kind of like an old school drop down desk that opens up with the cabinet on top. It belonged to my grandma, and in it, the glass doors. When you open the glass doors, that's where all my little kitty cats and stuff and their urns are.
That's what's that called? Mausoleum?
Basically, kind of, yeah. And so they're all in there. And so when they went to pack that up, because there are a lot of little figurines also that belong to Grandma or that she made. She liked to do pottery classes and things like that. And she'd paint. She liked to paint the little thing, all that kind of stuff that I can't stand. Yeah. But the little thing, they're all little figurines that she did. So when they went to pack all this up, then they asked me about packing. They say, "Oh, those are urns." That whole second and third shelf.
They're like, well, all right, boys, let's gas this up. Let's get out of here.
They took extra care to wrap them up really, really well. But the thing I learned about when they were moving is because my problem is when I pack, I overpack. You fill the box.
Yeah.
Don't fill the box. You still got to carry it.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
So you feel like you're not being efficient.
But if somebody else is moving it for you, overpack, right? overload it, because that's what they do. And they have tools and belts and stuff that help them.
But the people that moved my stuff, packed for me, that's how they packed. They didn't I had so many boxes. I'm like, when they told me how many boxes I was going to need to move, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. We can do this in 10 boxes.
Well, yeah, and they're also probably charging you for the boxes too, right?
They are. Of course they are. But it makes sense when it comes time to picking them up and carrying them and moving them around. Because I appreciated it. But yes, I did do that.
Never moving again. I'll pack my stuff all day, never moving.
You're never going to move again?
No. No. Not going to move. I'm not going to move myself again. If we ever move into another house, not doing it again.
Let them do everything.
100%. Not the packing though.
Why?
Just because I couldn't.
Why?
Because it's too weird. It's too weird.
You can pack your clothes.
It's too weird to know people just going through your shelves and pack. It's just weird to me. I don't know.
They're bonded. They don't care.
Trust me, the dudes that did that for us in Tulsa were not. They may have been bonded, but I don't know. They were other things too.
Well, it depends what street corner you hire them on.
Well, I did find them online. It was a group on
Backpage Craigslist.
It's my living social.
That makes a difference. Okay.
This is an awesome email from Lori. And we were talking a couple episodes ago about how I convinced my mom that a rapid COVID test was an anal swab test.
Yes.
If you wanted it right away, and she wanted to do that. So it obviously wasn't. But she did the same thing to her husband. This is awesome. This is to hey@patandjt.com. It says, I convinced my husband that we should both get COVID tests before Thanksgiving. So it's great. I told him that there was this new test that didn't require a hose up your nose. I said, it's a little weird, but you get instant results. I told him the new test was the anal swab. Needless to say, eyeballs did the bulge out thing like in a cartoon. After mulling it over for a few days, he decided that he could do it if it meant that he could get together with the kids, which is super sweet. He had me go to Walmart, buy him some new Fruit of the Loom briefs, because men keep their crappy, holy underwear forever, which we do. And no one wants to see that. He said, ugh. Anyway, Monday rolls around. He calls the doctor's office. He tells the receptionist he would like to come in for the COVID test. Then he told her it's the anal swab test. He had to repeat it 3 times. Then he gets pissed because the receptionist put him on hold. And she said, darn well, she put him on hold because she was laughing until she almost
Trying to
passed
collect
out.
herself.
And I'm sure she told everyone around her. She eventually came back on and explained there's no such thing as an anal swab test for COVID.
Oh, God.
He was told that he was misinformed. I saw steam rolling out of the kitchen. Couldn't help it. I was gone, laughing so hard. So he gets Thanksgiving with all the trimmings, no shortcuts.
Yeah.
No stovetop or Heinz jarred gravy either.
Nope. All homemade.
He got new underwear too, so it's all worth it. Thanks, Pat, for coming to with the anal swab
I want to
idea.
know how many doctors' offices have come across that.
The anal swab?
Yeah. I want to know how many have been called with that. I bet it's more than you think. I bet you.
Probably.
It's got to be like this almost. I mean, talk about a break. Just some levity in the day when you're having people calling about getting a COVID test and to get that call.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh my God, I needed that. Thank you.
I needed the anal swab call.
That's awesome. Very good.
So yeah, oh my gosh, we got text messages too. What the heck
Yeah.
am I thinking? We got this is one. And did we talk about books? Did we talk about books or something a while ago? Anyway, this is from.
Can't imagine you did.
This is from not me. When I say us, I mean you.
Let me see.
It says I'm reading a book by a local author. Okay, this is, and then she goes, "Oops, sorry, hit return too soon because it's another thing. It's a picture." He was selling his book at a pumpkin stand in Blair. He was so passionate, excited about his story. He talked to me about buying his book. It's a true story about a triple homicide in Omaha. What? He was one of the police detectives. Yeah, and the name of the book is 3 Bodies Burning by Brian Bogdanoff, Bogdanoff. As a award-winning homicide detective. Yeah, so it's a local author. That's pretty awesome.
What? Now I'm going to have to see if we can track him down and get him on the show.
Yeah. And I don't know what it doesn't. I don't see the front of the book, or the back of the book, to see exactly when this happened, when this triple homicide happened in Omaha.
Brian Bogdanoff.
Yeah,
Omaha.
So
3
that's
Bodies
pretty.
Burning: Anatomy of an Investigation into Murder, Money, and Mexican Marijuana. Well, I will be getting in touch. It was published in 2010.
So it's been around a minute.
Award-winning homicide detective. Well, we will be reaching out. Thank you for that.
Yeah, very interesting. Love local authors. Love local musicians. Love local anything that we can get our hands on. And we'll have to get him to do the audiobook because Daddy's not going to read anything. Sorry.
Wait for the movie.
Yeah.
He was OPD for 22 years.
Awesome. That's very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, we love those
Excellent.
recommendations. We really do.
Absolutely.
So thank you very much, Jill, for your text. And you guys keep texting, email, voicemail, whatever. And what's great, leave us voicemails because I love comparing the transcript to what's actually said. I absolutely love it.
It's kind of fun. Google's getting better, but AI is not everything.
Not quite everything. When they
Not
can't figure
quite
something out,
there.
just throw sex in there.
That's right.
Just
Oh my
throw
God.
it in.
Good job.
Or also on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, it's Pat and JT.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much. Subscribe and rate our podcast too. That always helps us get found by other people. And I don't know.
It does. It does.
We really
Thanks.
appreciate
We
that.
really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Hurrdat Media Production.